And there were 2 skinks, and there were 2 skinks, and there were 2 skinks, and how did we miss that? How did we miss that? I don't bloody know, because it's a running theme in this goddamn game, this goddamn LP, and you get the goddamn good point. Hey everyone, welcome back to Oblivious to Obvious Chests, the Let's Play, based on the game, based on the novel, based on the movie, or something along those lines.
With Dante from Devil May Cry.
It just spat something out.
Well, either way, last episode, we took care of one of the last few things in Colony Zero and uncovered a beautiful piece of the past, as well as the death of an idol.
A golden flame clock.
And, as you can see here, Ashera is so excited that she decides she's done
This place never changes.
she's done running with us and decides, hey, let's do that. But it's nice to know that she actually mentions the golden flame clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, that means she might have been here before.
Hey, Ashera. Ashera.
Hey, Ashera! What are you doing here? We thought you'd disappeared. Sorry. I just wanted to see this.
The golden flame clock?
Our lives can shine like gold. But scatter them to the wind and they still end up like this. In spite of that, people are drawn to honor and glory. Like moths to a flame. I wonder why.
I hope you're not looking to me for an answer.
Perhaps it's just human nature?
Perhaps. Though if that's true, then there's no saving us. We couldn't possibly hope to escape the lure. Destined to be caught in the fire and die.
Thanks for that pep talk. So, what you trying to say?
I'm saying that's really not how I want to go. Oops, I'm getting a call. Won't be a minute.
This is Zoran from Colony 11. Come in?
Yes, hello. This is Ashera from Colony 11. You'll have to call back. I'm busy.
Seriously, Ashera? And here I thought I'd give you some good news.
Uh-huh. Something's got you in a good mood, Zor. Yes, I will make time for you then.
Don't ask why, but I don't think we're gonna like this.
Yeah, agreed.
A short while ago, Colony 11 received a declaration of war.
Is that all? Come on, what else is new? You know as well as I do, we get those almost every other day.
What if I tell you it's from someone you've been just itching to see again? Need a clue?
Are you serious? She's back.
So? Don't keep us in the dark.
Time to rejoice, comrades! A certain Madam Consul has finally deigned to pay a visit, hoping to get her revenge.
What? That freak seriously come back?
She did strike me as the vindictive type.
Alrighty, so Colony 11's in great danger. We have to head over and provide aid.
Ugh, what rubbish. If you want to go on another rampage, just say so.
Good old uni, a typically astute observation.
Listen, just finish the job this time, okay? No cutting her loose, please.
I read you. This time I'll put her down, I promise.
If you're finished deliberating, where are you now?
Let's see. The Faunus region, near the old Kana battlefield.
Ah, that's convenient. Approach from the map the Wildwood side. We'll head out from Colony 11, catch them in a pincer and crush them in one fell swoop.
Oh, nice! Let's do that. It sounds fun. Oh, and leave the leader's head on her shoulders. I just promised I'd come to collect it.
I can't guarantee that. Just make sure you're not delayed having some extra fun.
Ah, wait! Sparks. Have to hurry or there'll be trouble.
The only trouble is you psycho. Oh, whatever. Let's go and tear our new one.
Too right. Get ready for battle!
I can't tell if they're about to hug or throttle each other, those two.
Let's take the fight to the enemy. Battle awaits.
I knew you'd say that.
Do exactly as I say.
Let's put it this way.
Yes, Uni's the boss.
I think they both want the same thing. They like being cool and they like fighting. It's just Uni knows there's no point in dying, whereas Ashera pretty much wants to. Or just, you know, a thrill of the fight.
Also, that's nice there. It shows an icon of Ashera. Was that always there before?
Which icon?
Above the quest.
I think it's because it's a hero quest.
I know, but like I've never noticed like the icons popping up unless I'm just not that observant.
I mean, to be fair, when have we done this?
That's true.
Not often. It probably has been there, just, you know, just not in our clear verbage. Well, anyway, let's get to it. We want to go back to the abandoned city, so let's do that.
Let's just hope it's not the pit.
I mean, it's Ashera. There probably is a fight pit. I say go for it. Why not? Let's rumble. Let's get ready to R rumble. It's
I'm
Xenoblade.
sensing a title.
Maybe. Or it could be Xenoblade R. Can we feel the murder? Doesn't brighten up your day. Don't you feel that sometime people just need to go away? And by that I mean die. Tee-hee. I'm saying, I promise. Are you going down?
At least you're fighting a Mobius this time.
I'm gonna laugh my head off if it turns out she's not actually gonna be a Mobius.
Not good. The battle's already started.
Hey, look. It's not a colony they're fighting. It's a mix of Kavesi and Agnian troops.
R's very own private army. I don't think she cares about the optics of this anymore.
We're not gonna know who's friend and who's foe. What do we do?
I have a cunning plan. We'll just round them all up and...
Bzzz. No, not doing that.
That was a joke, dear. For now, we can rendezvous with Colony 11's main force. We'll follow Zor's plan, push for the bridge, and catch the baddies in a pincer. All right?
Yeah, roger that.
You're starting to sound awfully normal.
Well, you could also summarize it as rush them down and start the carnage.
When you put it like that.
Prepare for a suicide... a charge!
Was she gonna say suicide attack?
Oh my god, it's like I'm in the Battle of Sword Valley.
Yeah.
I love it! It's D-Day! Man, why can't these optics be like this in everything? This is pretty cool. Like, I can pick fights if I want to. There's explosions going around.
Yeah, this right here. This is what I was expecting to see with this game, because like it's a fight between Kevis and Agnes, and I was expecting something along the lines of this a lot everywhere.
Well, you know it. These forces are going down our weak right flank. For a bunch of mindless soldiers, they sure know what we're thinking to. Come on, when am I going to get a better chance to say that quote?
Sorry to keep you, ladies and gents. The star is here. How's it looking?
Finally, you're here. Things are trickier than we thought.
You're being overrun.
I hate to admit it, but that's about right.
Come on. Try not to sound so miserable. You're making the 3 ravens look bad.
But seriously, if you're saying that, it sounds like something big is going down.
Indeed. Ah, that blasted carrion bird. Queen only knows where she got her claws on a trump card like that.
What card? What do you mean?
You'll find out soon. After we take care of these.
Okay. I think I'd be remiss if I didn't switch to Senna, who is representing Ashera. So let's do it! Everyone is going to die! Possibly very slowly, possibly very quickly. Who knows? As long as they die, it's all good. I don't know why, and also how we'll get more context in that one cutscene with Ashera at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because man, I want to see these guys in their previous lives or their previous adventures before they met us. It brings up more character. I mean, you never know. You might even actually learn why Ashera's like this.
Yeah, because she talks about like fighting to die a lot, and makes me wonder if like her past life has affected her mental health in some way.
I mean, it's like that, or if you're gonna go, why not go in a high-speed car and burst through gates on fire? That's a cool way to die.
Ha! Trying to swamp us with grunts? They'll need a better car than that to...
Hold that thought, Lance. Something's not right here.
No way! We gotta beat him again?
Ours little trick at work. They keep popping back up no matter what we do.
Neat idea, that. There's a bit of a spanner into the works.
Whatever. They've pushed us this far. We've got no other option.
Actually, we'd better fall back to Colony 11.
It's not like you to get cold feet.
I just have a bad feeling about this. Times like these, it's better to follow your gut.
What's the plan?
You lead the retreat of the main force. We lucky few get to guard the rear.
Acknowledged. Don't die on us yet, Ashera.
Here they come, guys.
Don't chase the enemy down. Let them come to us. Remember, we're retreating too.
Well, this has gotten weird.
Yeah.
My god, we're fighting zombies, but Halloween's already been and gone. No. I mean, I hate to be cruel, but maybe this is what Shania should have got.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to die, but guess what? You never can.
Yeah, it's like a monkey's paw situation.
Yes, like, I want to die, but yet I'm in a situation where I can't die. Or even make the illusion that I want to die. I am really worried this is supposed to be... I'm going to get taken out of context. But hey, that's what we live and die on this channel. Zero context all the time. Alright. I'm curious. Are they going to respawn, or is the game going to spawn any more enemies, or just going to leave an open plane? Plus, what would happen if I just decided to walk away? Hey guys, goodbye, good luck. Nope, okay. Had to test the waters there. Because, come on. If you don't experiment, how can you learn little tips and trivia? Xena is actually a good hurdle jumper. She should be at the Olympics. Alright, fine. Also, how did the 3 ravens get past all these lot without being shot to death? At least I can know a lot about a battle I actually took part in.
Yeah.
And later on in life, I won't have to complain about the bad room service in a nearby city. I'm sorry, I've got to make the dumb band in comparison to Ashera. You cannot convince me otherwise. I'm going to laugh my head off if it turns out Ashera is somehow descended from Dumban.
Probably.
I mean, she does have a flower on her head, and Dumban likes flowers.
I mean, she has the hair color and the arts, so you never know.
Ashera ban confirmed. The relation, not the ship. Sickos.
Snuff! What is with these mudders? Why won't they just die?
Look, what do? There's nowhere left to run!
Truer words were never spoken. Looks like it's curtains for you, scum.
Well, 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 Madam Consul, you look in good health.
I'm very well, thank you. How about yourself, you filthy animal? You're looking a tad rough, if you don't mind me saying.
We're a little tied up here. Do you mind making this quick?
Oh, enough of these exhausting charades. I don't think you understand the gravity of your situation. If I were to order my army to fall upon you as antholes on a fresh carcass, what do you think would happen? Shall we see?
If you wanted to do that, you could have done it from the start. You obviously want something.
Indeed. And so to the matter at hand. Foul and wicked traitors, listen to me well. Accept my demand, and I shall order my troops to withdraw this instant.
Oh? You'd pull back your troops? In this situation?
I'm sure her worshipfulness would love nothing more than to show us mercy. Ugh!
Wrong. I know a better way to settle things. One that won't leave behind any grudges. Former Commander Ashera, and you, mutinous Ouroboros whelps. I challenge you to a duel.
Excuse me?
A duel? What? Is that like a skirmish?
You ignoramuses. Ah, but no, I suppose it's only natural you wouldn't know. A duel is a concept from the bygone world. Call it a specific method of waging warfare. You and I will battle under a strict set of rules in order to settle matters once and for all. The winner of the duel will determine how this war ends.
So then you're saying we can finish this thing right now? By ourselves?
This is nonsense. What would you stand to gain from this?
A duel is staked upon one's honor, not one's life. Trivial things such as gain or loss have no bearing here. Ashera, with this duel, I will erase the shame you inflicted and restore my due dignity. I think you understand. Now give me your answer.
I'm just making sure, but what if I refuse?
Then the war is back on. My invincible army will crush your whole colony, and you along with it. Of course, the same will happen if you renege on your word.
Okay. Agreed. I'll accept your duel, or what have you.
Most wise. You always were quick on the uptake, I must say.
Thanks. So, what happens now? If we're going to have it out right now, then...
Don't be so hasty. I will send you an invitation with the location of this duel. For now, I shall withdraw my forces.
Huh? Do we need all this beating about the bush? Why not just tell us where it is now?
Hold your insolent tongue. I told you these things have rules. This is a formal engagement, and as such, there are procedures to follow.
Before you go, a question. Those troops behind you that you're so proud of, what in the world have you done to them?
I'm under no obligation to tell you. Truly, it has nothing to do with you. More importantly, this will be our final battle. You would do well to prepare yourself.
Anyway, does this mean we made it?
Looks that way. Not what I'd call satisfying, though.
Ashera, what will you do?
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something. For now, we'll go back to Colony 11 and wait for this invitation.
We should start by checking on Zoran and the others.
Oh my god. This is very elaborate.
I challenge you to a duel. Pulls out card.
No. You do not understand. You need to have that card game on a motorcycle. Or a card game on a Ferronis. There we go. That'll be awesome. You need to have dubstep to it. Ashera, I challenge you to a duel. You need to have another version of yourself.
Yo! How are you guys?
It appears we've pulled through. For the moment, at least. However, it's certainly a strange turn of events.
True. R's withdrawn her troops, but I'm still uneasy. Everything's going exactly how she planned it.
And what were those soldiers, for Queen's sake? I thought I was going crazy.
Fighting them one-on-one, you might as well be fighting a doll. The numbers, they just wouldn't die.
No, it's not that they won't die. I think from the start they never had life in them at all.
If Mobius can do something like that, how come they haven't used it before?
Whatever R's plan is, if we're forced into a war of attrition, we stand absolutely no chance. Ashera knows this. That's why she's accepted R's terms. Conceivably.
You reckon? I think she just did her usual, just doing anything to see if it's fun. Well, what are our chances of winning
Ashera?
I don't think she was here in the first place.
What the? Did she just up and disappear on us again? I'm losing my patience with her.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have left the colony.
Say, do you know where she's gone?
Nope.
No clue.
Queen's spleen, I hate that maniac.
Whatever R's plan is, if we're forced into a war of attrition, we stand absolutely no chance. Ashera knows this. That's why she's accepted R's terms. Conceivably.
Oh,
spleen.
Oh, come on. You like a unique. You just don't know how to say it.
I'm sure some people ship them.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Ah, my Ashuni is everywhere.
Ashera!
Uni!
Oh, don't tell me I have to look after you too. You've caused enough trouble for us, don't give me any more. Hmm? Hey, you alright?
What do you mean?
You're looking awful. You feeling okay?
No, I'm fine. Just great.
Well, I sure hope so. We've still got our stupid jewel thing. You better keep it together.
Sorry. I suppose I'm not feeling too great.
Don't just lie about it then, Queen's sake. You're the one who said you'd beat R.
I mean, yes, that I did. It's just... I can't get into this. To me, this jewel rubbish just sounds like playing at war. It's not the battle I'm after.
This again. Then why did you agree to what she wants?
Why? Well, I don't mind dying myself, but that doesn't mean I'm fine dragging you all down with me.
Oh, you're too kind. Let me remind you, though, we wouldn't be in this mess if it weren't for you.
I might have made a serious miscalculation, I'm ashamed to say.
Hey, there's something I've wanted to ask you. Ashera, what do you really want?
How do you mean?
It's just... what is this battle you're looking for, ultimately? What will it take for you to be satisfied? If all these meaningless fights aren't it, then why not just say it straight? What? What is it? You're just staring at me.
Uni.
Yeah?
This is just hypothetical. But if I asked you here and now to kill me, do you think you would?
You what? Are you for snuffing real? You're telling that same tired joke? Or maybe you really have lost your mind? Don't just clam up. Say something. Huh? A message?
Oh dear. It'll be a summons from our favorite Lady Consul.
This is a set of coordinates. Wait, this points to... These are right below Keves Castle. Is this some kind of mistake?
I wonder. I suppose we'll know when we get there. Well, we'd better make tracks. If the job's a bad one, it's best to get it over with all snappy-like.
Oi! Wait!
Oh yes, what I was saying before, it was just a joke, like you said. Don't pay it any mind.
Dude, consider me engaged.
Disappear on us again and I'll thrash the life out of you.
Not that that would be a bad... nothing. I'll bear it in mind.
I'm really digging this, not gonna lie. And guess what?
Yeah, it's gonna lead to the...
Yes! Finally, game! I will know your secrets of this area because it's been taunting me for so goddamn diggity long.
Now I get to finally see how the hell we'll get there.
Yeah, but anyway though, I'm really engaged in this hero's quest because this is exactly what I want when I think of the hero quests. I want insight of the character, interactions with the main party, and see that relationship as well as the hero develop over time. It's just so great. I want to know what makes Ashera like this, and the oh god.
Oh.
I'm okay. But no, but just with the tension and the contrast of differences between Uni and Ashera, it's been at the forefront. I like it. I dig it. Yes,
yeah, and I'm starting to like Ashera a bit more.
Good. And that's something which a good hero quest should do. It should take a character in which you're really not sure on, or are pretty cool on, but want more context, and this gives you exactly what you want. Ashera's character it is pretty a drastic turn, so to speak. It's like, yeah, I want to die. I think everyone would kind of be curious. Be like, why?
Yeah.
And it gives you what you want. Now, here's the thing. Is it going to be obnoxiously obvious on how we get to that area? Because
that's what I'm worried about.
It's just going to be a random grind rail in which we never actually went down, and I will be upset. But oh, you will have no secrets on us anymore, game. I will be there. And I will be Square. And I will be Ashera.
And here I thought Melia would unlock that place for us.
Nope, clearly not. I mean, to be fair, that would have been pretty climactic and pretty, like, poetic. Like, yes, this is where I once stood. And all that jazz. But no, it's all good feelings from here. Now, I'm just looking forward to it. Yes, okay, the concept in the cutscene of explaining what a duel is kind of went on a bit long, not gonna lie. But hey, if it leads to this, I'll forgive it, warts and all. Much like Xenoblade 2. You know. Alright, where to? Red line of desert crap. I don't think we went up this. I do not think we went up this. I'm going to... Oh my god, I don't think we did, because there's a point of interest in which we never interacted with.
And I thoroughly explored these islands. These characters are supposed to tell us.
Nope.
Yes, I'm gonna blame the characters. It's their fault for not telling me about it.
Oh my god, that was... Well, let's do it.
This goes here, that goes there. Okay.
Fire, and hopefully we hit R.
Yeah.
Well, duel over. Alright, this place holds many memories. Will we make a new one in the future? Let's do it! Oh, it's good to be back here.
I wonder what's around here.
Harving Reef 0. And for that, it's uni. Her species is home.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it. Who knew there was a place like this beneath the castle?
There's nothing here at all.
Right. But, what's going on? It feels like the skin on the back of my neck's crawling.
This place... It's... Ah!
Ashera? What's up?
It's nothing. Nothing at all.
Welcome to the bottom of the world. I've been waiting for you.
Yep. I'm finally here. What's the next step? Self-introductions? Or maybe we can just get down to the killing.
No need to be so impatient. After all, this might be the last time we two will get to clash with one another.
And does it say anywhere in your rules that we have to chew the fat down in the arse end of nowhere? Ah. Do you think I'm playing around?
Don't get so bent out of shape. Is this place not to your liking? Observe. I've prepared this very special stage for our very special battle. I can't think of a more appropriate place for our duel than this, the ass end of nowhere, as you so aptly put it.
Huh.
What's wrong? You're very quiet. At this point, you'd usually have something glib to say. This isn't like you, my dear. Ah, could it be your neck injury is troubling you? Something along those lines, perhaps?
You and I, we've met before.
Incorrect. This is, in fact, the first time. However, I know what it is you remember. I know everything about you. Didn't I say before? There's nowhere more appropriate for our duel. Don't tell me. Did you truly think that you could hide it? You didn't think we'd know?
Hey, the spark is you blabbing on about here?
Oh, come on now. You haven't even told your friends, Ashera. Well, I suppose you couldn't have. Right? You're a coward.
Ashera! What the spark? When did they?
I got you there, you imbecile!
No! Ashera! You've got to hang in there!
No way! Ashera's...
Expertly done, W. Everything is going exactly as I planned.
Can play with doll?
Oh, yes. Be my guest. Play with your little doll to your heart's content.
Yay!
So that was it. Those soldiers weren't ours doing at all. They were being controlled by this other console instead.
That bitch! This is what she wanted all along! And we fell for it! Jewel my ass!
Actually, that's where you're wrong. What follows next will be a duel, plainly and unmistakably. Only, your opponent might be a little closer to home.
Oh, dude! Are you serious? Are you telling me there was no Ashera to begin with? That we've been traveling around with an empty shell? But that can't be right! We've grown up together! Dude! All jokes aside though, that is a pretty cool twist.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know what? It makes so much sense. From day one, Ashera, what has she been known for? Being the undying blade. And now we know why. And it even generates a... Oh, dude. This is why I love these hero quests.
Plot twist, Consul R is Ashera.
Yeah, and also, can I say, Alexandra's hero quest, this is how you establish a character's past and do it well.
Yeah.
Not just shoehorn a little line of dialogue at the very end. I love this. I love the plot twist. I love the pacing through her intro, the interactions, even the previous cutscenes with the quests. It's all good. And it just makes it even more tragic. Like, I just love this. And again, she's a defender. Everything, my god, that even ties into her role, how she's just a damage sponge, both in-game and in this battle. No matter how much damage she takes, she doesn't go down easy. That's both a gift and a curse in context and gameplay.
Not good. At this rate, if we hold back, she'll wipe the floor with us. But we can't. Snuff! What do we do?
Excellent. Marvelous. Each move so steady, so precise, so certain. Oh, I do love a good game of chess. I knew it would be worth the trouble I went to, putting this glorious stage together.
Kill?
Not yet. Play with them a little more. This appetizer isn't nearly enough to satisfy me.
Play.
Uni! What do you think you're doing?
Hey, Ashera. What was it you told me? Something about there being no friends or foes when fighting each other to the death or whatever. That's why I just had to take that shot. You should be happy with that, right?
Oh, now this is unexpected. Caught a taste of her lust for battle, have you?
Belt up! You just shut your ugly trap!
What?
Hey! You're satisfied with that, right? So come on! Wake the spark up! Right now! There's no snuffing way this is the death you were looking for! Am I wrong? Ashera!
No, you're not wrong. But anyone else would be dead right now.
You fool.
Ashera!
Been a real while since I took a hit like that. But I owe you one. I'm back and I never felt more alive.
Damn it! W! What are you playing at? Seize her again!
I can't. She put up barriers around her psyche. Anything more than a lifeless husk, and it's too hard.
Cease your belly aching and do it! Just do it now! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I told you, I can't.
W! I've come too far for you to muck this up now!
Oh dear, oh dear. Having a fallout? Is this part of your duels rules too?
Shut up! I'll tell you what I think of our shitting duel!
If I just murder the lot of you here, then it's all the same to me! W! Bring out all the husks we have! And don't even think about abstaining yourself!
Okay.
Ashera! Don't forget! Remember what you promised!
Uh-huh. I remember. How about we end this once and for all?
Yep. I love this quest. Definitely. Oh, man. And now we know why. And now we know why Ashera was so obsessed with dying, because do you think subconsciously she knew? Possibly. Like, yeah, I've been dead this whole time.
Yeah, I kind of, like I said earlier, I kind of like Ashera more now, because this whole quest kind of feels like a sort of like a reference to mental health, I think.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
Well, either way, Aura's spinning around, you better get out of the way. Come on, prepare to die. I am itching to interlink, so let's freaking do this. Ashera, you better not die on me. What did I just bloody say? You can't die. In this context, it doesn't work that way. Come on. Are you spinning? Come on. Just one more interlink and I'll be gold. Like there's an R and W. And also I'm Lawrence. That's not good. Don't smash me, bro. You don't tase, don't smash me, and for Uni, don't shoot me, bro. Is that cool? Cool. Let's just kill. And guess what? I'm taking on the brunt because I'm taking on 2 Mobiuses instead of 1. You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, I get to take a break finally.
Yay! It's only been like, what, a couple of months since you've done it? Smash, can I smash? I will smash it, but I will not pass! Yes!
I still do think it is a bit weird how Ashera's Ascension quest started in a weird place.
I think it's because that fight might have been where she was.
Yeah, I know narratively it makes sense, but like, how strong is the chance you're gonna run through that Forest region with Ashera?
I'm gonna guess because it's a JRPG. Explore. It's gonna take you a long time to find everything. That's the logic me thinks. Come on. Anyway, let's move on. R is still around the kicking back there. Zion, come on. You ain't dead yet, boyo. Oh, lovely. We get grunts.
Yeah.
My favorite part of battle.
Whatever shall we do?
Whatever shall we do? Oh no! Someone sneeze softly.
Oh no! Anyway.
Oh no! Anyway. Goodbye. Get smashing it. Love it to be smashing. Come on, Specs. You better man up. Otherwise, Ashera's gonna make you look bad. And, they get Yumi's eyes, if you know what I mean. Anyway. W is dead. W is, no longer with us. Worn out.
For dying, W does not get a W.
No. And you know what? She's definitely dead, so she is double D. Yes, I know. That's what I'm going with. Leave me alone. I'll go for Ouroboros one more time. Just do some really big damage, then finish things off with a chain attack. What? Smash.
I love how the Ouroboros just flops.
Look what you've done.
That brings our business to a close, Madam Consul. Any last words?
Yes. Gloat. Maniac. I hope you lose your mind. Writhe in agony. You can run from your pain all you want. It'll only happen again. No matter how much you fight, no matter how many lives you take.
Even if it works out the same, I have to fight against it. This pain. However many times. The look on your face tells me you want to ask something.
You knew about all this from the start? About Mobius? About how the people of this world are born, all that? Since before you even met us? All along?
Can I tell you a story? It's from a ridiculously long time ago. A time all but gone from memory. Today, soldiers fight and scrabble to survive for 10 years. All to be blessed with the honor of the homecoming ritual. But once, there was a time when there was no such thing as a homecoming ritual.
You what? I've never heard this before.
I did just say, it's all but gone from memory. Even so, there was a ceremony for those soldiers who reached homecoming age. Do you know what would happen? A consul would end them personally. No officers to be seen. In other words, an execution.
What? Execution? What the spark for?
It sounds better if you call it a ceremony to offer up the light of a person's life. But really, all that awaited them was a death much more humiliating than if they'd fallen to an enemy's blade.
But that doesn't make any sense. And why do you know any of this? Wait. No way. You don't mean...
This scar on my neck. I didn't always have this, you know. It starts appearing as I get older, along with memories of that day and the pain. Each time I remember thinking one thing. This isn't how it's supposed to be. I didn't go through all this fighting for it to end like this. And another lovely gift. The pain keeps getting worse and worse. It'll become unbearable as homecoming nears. Until finally I go mad from the pain, and then...
I didn't... How many times have you had to go through this? Do you know?
Uni. I know to you it must have seemed like I just spout nonsense and try to look cool. But really, I just want to escape. Escape the feeling that death is wrapped around my throat, ready to take me. So, there you have it. All I want is to die in the time and place that I choose. That's basically it. Yeah, maybe I really am just a coward.
Ashera. Wow. Now I get why you asked me if I'd kill you.
You must have thought I was a fool. But you see, Uni, it would mean more to me. Much more than any of the deaths I've gone through until now.
I'll do it. No need to convince me any further.
Thank you. This way I can finally move on without any regrets.
However, under one condition. If I'm gonna kill you, I go too. You gotta take me with you.
Huh? Sorry, run that past me again?
Oh, just forget it. Shut up. I know, I'm sounding like an idiot. But guess there's no help in that. I've sort of realized you're the same as me.
I'm the same as you.
So you won't hear any crap like, you gotta tough it out, you gotta live on. Or, anything's better than dying. Not from me, of all people. I'd just rather help you find the right place where you can end things. And if I mess that up, I'll just have to kick your bucket myself. But you've got to do the same for me. And I'm not taking no for an answer. Deal?
Uni, do you remember?
But Ashera, both of our lives, they don't belong to just us, you know.
You've got me there. You put me in a bind. Guess I can't go dying just yet.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Uni's just a lot like Ashera because she met her past self too.
Yeah, and as such, limit broken. Lone in Exile is level 20. That's so good though. And here's the thing though, both of them have, and it sort of like puts an emphasis on how messed up this world is and what needs to change. Like, people can't control like who they fight, when they fight, what they want to do with their lives, even to the point in which they can't choose how they want to die themselves. And also the fact that Ashera, like how methodical this is compared to Ashera's time, you know? Like back in my day, you know, once you reach 10, you didn't get sent off for this pretty ceremony. No, they just killed you. Like, then and there. But now they put more thought into it, and so they've decided to pretty up the deaths. Like that's messed up.
Yeah.
And you can just... And there are some people like this. Some people choose to live in that situation. Some people choose to fight back against it. Other people just want any way out of it, given any situation. I think, in terms of what a hero quest should be, I think Ashera is pitch perfect. The prime example of what one should be. Meet a character, learn about their quirks, learn about their past, their development, and even develop a bond between the character of the main cast in which they originally didn't get along with, and then tie it all up in a nice bow. That to me is great.
Yeah.
Was this quest a little bit long? Perhaps, definitely. But you know what? I'm happy through every single part of it. And Consul 11 is now a better place for it. But guys, what do you think of this quest? Would love to hear your thoughts, as always, in the comments below. But of course, I think we are going to end things off here. So, thank you all for watching. Did you like this video? What do you think of the hero quest? And if you want to see more like this, then please subscribe to see more. Just when you think you are done seeing the amazing parts of a game, it just comes up more surprises like this.
Yeah.
And what makes me more happy is you said it in the video. You went from not really being a fan of Ashera to actually pretty much liking her a lot. You're pretty much Uni. It's like you met Ashera thinking, not a fan of her, psycho, to now be like, you know what? You're cool. You're cool. But guys, thank you all for watching. See you next time. God, I love this game.